Hi everyone, today we are going to look at the if function from Microsoft Excel. The if function is a built-in function in Excel that is categorized as a logical function. You can access this function from three different ways. So the first one is go here, formulas, logical, and then click if. The second one is go to the shortcut of the insert function. You choose the category, in this case was already selected, so logical, go to if and press OK. And the third one is to manually type or call the if function. So if you start here typing equal and then start writing if, and then you can press the tab shortcut key and then you can start writing the formula. Today we are going to use the if function to test if the inventory in column C is enough to cover the demand in column D. And then we are going to test how much we need to order and use the if function to see the status of our inventory by using symbols. The if function has three parameters or arguments. So the first one is the value that you want to test. The second one is the value that is going to return if it's true. And the third one is if the value is going to return false. So we can start typing our condition. So the first parameter is to test if, let's say, C4, our inventory, is bigger or equal than D4. So we can press here, and this is our condition. So to go to our next parameter, we can press comma in your keyboard, and now we need to decide what we want the if function to return if the inventory is bigger or equal than the demand. So if the inventory is bigger than or equal than the demand, we want to return yes. So now we type quotes and we can start typing yes. And this is the way to use text inside of a formula in Excel. Use quotes and then you write your string and then you close with quotes. So now to go to the next parameter by pressing comma again, and now we want the if function to return no if we do not have enough inventory to meet the demand. We can finish our if function by pressing the right, and now we press enter. Let's do a fill down here, and now we can see what level of inventory will meet the demand by products. Next, we want to test how much we need to order if in column E we have the word no. So let's start typing equal if and the shortcut key tab to call the function, and now we can test our condition. So if E4 equals yes, and this is our condition that we want to meet. And to go to the next parameter, we press comma. And now, if it's true, if it says yes, we want to return 0 because we don't need to order more because we are covered. Now let's go to the next parameter by pressing comma again. And to know how much we need to order, what we need to do is to do an arithmetic operation. So let's go to our D4 minus our inventory, and this will tell us how much we need to order to meet the demand. And let's press parentheses, finish our if function, and let's do a fill down. And now here we can see how much we need to order by product. Next, we want to determine our status by looking at our inventory if we need to order more or not. And our if is going to say if the status is good or bad. And what I want to do with this if is to tell you that we can also do it by using symbols. So in this case, what we need to do is determine which symbols we determine as good and as bad for us to call in the if later. So we can do this by going to insert and then symbols, and then we can use one of these and do an insert. But in this case, what I want to do is to use the built-in emojis from Windows. And in this case, what we need to do is just start typing thumbs up, and let's use this one. And let's choose another location for our thumbs down. So again, Windows dot to call our emojis, and let's choose the thumb down. Now let's start with our if. So what we want to do now is start typing equal if, tap shortcut key to call the function, and now we can start writing our condition. If F4, so if our order is bigger than 0, so if we need to order more, that's bad. So we want our thumbs down. We can choose by clicking J2. And next, if we do not need to order more, that's good. So we just need to click the thumbs up. We can close our if with parentheses, press enter, and that's good to go. Now, just be aware that if you fill down the formula like this, the formula is not going to be correct because we did not lock the thumbs up and thumbs down cells. So if we see here, it starts to go down, and we need to lock the cells by going to our formula, press F4, and by doing this, the formulas will always be looking at I2 and J2. So now we can start to fill down this, and this will always be looking at these two cells. Last thing is, we can also use if functions to evaluate if our cell is empty. We have an example here in C9, and to do this, we want to start typing if our cell is equal to empty. So we can say that double quotes is the same as saying empty. And then let's press comma to go to our next parameter. And if it's empty, what we want Excel to retrieve? We want to retrieve check stock. Let's go and press comma. And if it's not empty, we want the if to return OK. Right bracket, enter, and we have our formula. Let's do a fill down. And we know that here we have an empty cell. So because we have too many formulas here, what I want to do is to embed this formula here inside of the formula in the column status. To do this, what we need to do is let's copy here the if until this comma right here. Let's press escape. Let's go inside of our formula, and after the equal, what we need to do is to paste. And now let's put here a to finish our if, and let's press OK, fill down, and we can see here that we embedded this formula inside of this formula, and we have now a nested if. We can do as many nested ifs as we want, but this is not going to be the case today. This is going to be in another video, which I'm going to show you a more advanced if.